And perhaps life is the same. We all have scars. We all experience failure. Not a single one of us is perfect. But the philosophy of Wabi-Sabi tells us that it is those very scars that make you beautiful. Japanese aesthetics have a special way of thinking, one that's unparalleled anywhere in the world, and that is Wabi-Sabi. Today, I'll be talking about this old yet new philosophy of beauty, which has been passed down by the Japanese people for thousands of years and continues to exist somewhere in their hearts even today. Wabi-Sabi isn't just about beauty. It's about how we approach life itself. In many cultures, beauty is tied to perfection. Symmetrical shapes, smooth surfaces, perfect balance. These are the things that might be considered beautiful. However, Japanese culture has walked a different path. Japanese aesthetics find a special beauty in things that are chipped, broken, or changed by time. This is Wabi-Sabi. To understand Wabi-Sabi, you need to know two concepts. Wabi is the deep satisfaction found in simplicity. It's the feeling that less is enough, not in luxury, but in having few things. It's the sense of finding richness in what is lacking. And Sabi is the unique beauty that gently emerges and grows with the inevitable passage of time. The flavor of things that have grown old, weathered, and changed. The beauty found in impermanence, transience, and change. Together, Wabi-Sabi is a uniquely Japanese sensibility that finds deep beauty in imperfection. The idea of Wabi-Sabi originated from Zen Buddhism. In Zen, insufficiency is valued. It's not about adding things, but about stripping away the unnecessary. It's not about adding explanations, but about finding value in silence. Zen monks incorporated this way of thinking into their daily lives. This philosophy is still passed down today through the tea ceremony. Have you ever visited a tea room? A tea room is very simple. There are no luxurious decorations. Instead, the simple space itself is what's valued. This sense of emptiness brings a deep sense of calm to the visitor's heart. But why is that? It's because this empty space exists that people can turn inward and face themselves. With fewer external stimuli, you can hear the voice of your own heart. In a space that isn't explained, your own imagination is free to work. This may be the very essence of Wabi-Sabi. It's not a lack, but a possibility. Not an insufficiency, but freedom. In Japan, there is a culture of treasuring old tea bowls. A bowl that was broken, repaired, and used for hundreds of years is considered more valuable than a new, perfect one. And why is that? Because that tea bowl holds the story of time. The cracks, the marks of repair. The patina from years of use. All of these are proof that the bowl has been loved and used by thousands of people for hundreds of years. Kintsugi, a traditional Japanese craft, is an expression of this idea. It's the art of repairing broken pottery. Instead of throwing something away because it's broken, the brokenness itself is seen as more beautiful. The repairs actually emphasize it. There is a deep philosophy in this act. It's the idea of not hiding failures or scars, but accepting and integrating them. And perhaps life is the same. We all have scars. We all experience failure. Not a single one of us is perfect. But the philosophy of Wabi-Sabi tells us that it is those very scars that make you beautiful. Japanese gardens are the perfect stage to express the philosophy of Wabi-Sabi. The garden is made of only white sand and 15 rocks. There are no ponds, few trees, and no buildings. Visitors will sit there for minutes or even hours just to gaze at this garden. Why would they spend so much time gazing at a space with nothing in it? The answer is because there is nothing, everything is there. This white sand represents water. These 15 rocks represent mountains. And this empty space represents the sky. The nature of the world is captured within this small garden. What you see there is left up to the viewer. The interpretation varies from person to person. This is the essence of Wabi-Sabi. Something imperfect, ambiguous, and open-ended creates more beauty than something that is perfectly explained. The modern world is constantly filled with sound. The sounds from our smartphones, the noise of the city, people's voices, music. We never experience even a moment of silence. But in the philosophy of Wabi-Sabi, silence is considered the most important thing of all. In Japanese kintsugi gardens, water does not flow. There is only the wind blowing and the sand moving. In this quietness, what does a person experience? It's an opportunity to listen to your inner voice. When the noise of our surroundings fades, the human mind naturally becomes simpler. Unnecessary thoughts fall away. Wabi-Sabi also finds value in solitude. The time spent sitting alone, the time spent doing nothing at all, that is precisely the time to face oneself. Instead of seeing this as wasteful, it is considered essential. For the Japanese people, the spring cherry blossoms are a very special flower. This isn't because of their perfect beauty, but because they scatter so quickly. Their fleeting nature, their impermanence, their destiny to change. This is what most strongly captivates the Japanese sense of beauty. Because they are brief, fragile, and destined to be lost, people love and cherish the cherry blossom season with all their hearts. In general, youth might be considered the ultimate value, things that are new and used and in perfect condition. However, the Japanese philosophy of Wabi-Sabi turns this value system on its head. When you visit the old temples of Kyoto or Nara, you'll find wooden structures built hundreds of years ago that are still standing today. Their walls have turned black, their surfaces are weathered, and the details are beginning to crumble. And yet, it is this very appearance that deeply moves the hearts of those who visit, because within them lie the traces of time. The scars carved by time, the weathering, the discoloration, all of these are proof that the building has existed for hundreds, even thousands of years, that it has encountered many people and has passed through countless seasons. Wabi-Sabi teaches us the beauty of accepting decay. From youth to old age, from a state of perfection to a state of decay. This transition itself is what holds profound value. Modern life is filled with the pursuit of more and more. More money, more things, more experiences, more success. This desire for more drives people on, and it wears them out. But Wabi-Sabi poses a different question. Is what we have now not truly enough? Could the feeling of lacking actually be a form of abundance itself? Modern technology has made life more convenient. At the same time, it has also made it more complex. A single smartphone gives us access to the world's information, while at the same time, we've come to suffer from overwhelming information overload. It is precisely in times like these that the philosophy of Wabi-Sabi may be needed most. Sometimes, we must let go of our digital devices. Sometimes, we must have time to do nothing. Sometimes, we must immerse ourselves in simplicity. It may be that true richness is hidden within these very things. Up until now, we have learned that Wabi-Sabi is the beauty found in imperfection, transience, and the passage of time. It is a philosophy that embraces and cherishes the scars of time, the asymmetry, the wear, and the beautiful imperfections, rather than demanding perfect form. This philosophy is the very foundation of Japanese aesthetics, and it is a wisdom for living that brings peace of mind into our daily lives. The place where this philosophy of Wabi-Sabi is most profoundly embodied is in the world of fermentation, the very core of Japanese food culture. Japanese fermented foods like miso, soy sauce, and pickles are born from a process where we surrender entirely to the unpredictable power of microorganisms. The artisan does not try to control everything. Instead, they trust the work of time and the microbes, waiting with great patience. That imperfect state, the shape, and the ever-changing flavor that is born after months or even years of aging, that is the very beauty of wabi-sabi itself. This act of surrendering to nature and yielding to the flow of time, this zen of fermentation, is a deep Japanese wisdom that connects directly to the enrichment and peace we are all seeking. Wabi-sabi is not a theory, but a practice. If you feel your room is too cluttered, try asking your heart what you truly need and keep only those things. You may find that a fresh energy begins to flow through the room and your mind starts to feel at ease. Am I thinking only of the past or the future instead of the now? Am I acting in certain ways just to gain the approval of others, only to compensate for my own feelings of inadequacy? In that quiet, peaceful space, you might just be able to gently reconnect with your true self. Wabi-Sabi is a philosophy from thousands of years ago. It is the courage to embrace imperfection in an age of perfection. It is the wisdom to seek simplicity in an age of abundance. It is the grace to accept failure in an age of success. The golden seams of a broken Kintsugi bowl are so very beautiful. The weathered walls of an old temple are also beautiful. And I believe that people are beautiful precisely because they are not perfect. Imperfectness is the very essence of being human. And to love and accept that essence may be the greatest gift that Wabi-Sabi has to offer.